The Star Wars Battlefront franchise began in 2004, developed by Pandemic Studios and published by LucasArts. At the time, the idea was simple. Instead of playing only as Jedi or Sith, players would experience the Star Wars universe from the ground level. You weren't the hero, you were a soldier, just another body in a massive galactic war. Battlefront had a campaign, but it was not the main focus to the fans. It was about scale, immersion, and chaos. People went in and played for the massive battles within the Star Wars universe. Battles that included dozens of players, which included vehicles, heroes, and iconic locations that was pulled directly from the films. Battlefront 2 released in 2005, which expanded on that formula, adding space combat, more factions, and deeper progression. For many players, the original Battlefront games became a defining multiplayer experience in the early 2000s. Battlefront was set to get another game, Battlefront 3, but it was later cancelled in 2008. And then the franchise disappeared. After Disney acquired Lucasfilm, Star Wars Battlefront was rebooted by EA, with DICE leading its development. The reboot released in 2015, and while it was a beautiful looking game, there was not a ton of content. It looked like Star Wars in a way no other game ever achieved before, but it felt incomplete. 2 years later, in 2017, Battlefront 2 launched and immediately became one of the most controversial releases in gaming history due to its progression and monetization systems, which turned many players away from the game. What's sad and ironic is that Battlefront 2 eventually became the game fans wanted all along. Over time, EA removed the pay-to-win systems, added Clone Wars content, heroes, maps, and modes, and slowly rebuilt the praise from the fans. By the time the support ended, Battlefront 2 was genuinely excellent. And then it stopped. There was no talk about Battlefront 3, just silence. Battlefront doesn't have a traditional storyline, but it doesn't need one. Its main purpose is to be defined by gameplay moments, chaotic battles to be played all across the galaxy in iconic locations that fans loved. The fantasy of being inside Star Wars is still powerful, and it's something no other game truly offers at that scale. You can still find players on the game to this day, while many others are hoping for a revival in the series. A modern Battlefront sequel could be massive. Fully realized ground-to-space combat, all eras represented equally. Larger sandbox systems, community-driven updates. It could finally become the definitive Star Wars multiplayer experience that the franchise has always been chasing. Fans, including myself, want Battlefield back because it just ended as it found itself again. There's a sense that it never reached its full potential due to the issues around its launch. So does Star Wars Battlefront need another sequel? Yes, but only if it's done with purpose.